Cars rush down the street. People talk on their phones. Pigeons scatter across the pavement. The modern world operates in a state of constant, high-speed motion. Then, without warning, the entire universe stops. Not slows down, stops. Every person, every bird, every wave in the ocean, frozen in place. At first, it feels like a dream. You have infinite freedom, total access to any place on Earth, and zero consequences. This illusion of absolute control masks a deadly physical trap. The air around you feels thick. The silence is absolute. And within moments, your body realizes something is deeply wrong. You attempt to inhale, but your chest heaves against nothing. No air enters your lungs. This simulation shows the physics behind that failure. Without time, the chaotic bouncing of oxygen molecules ceases entirely, freezing into a static cloud. To survive, you must actively walk through the static oxygen, physically forcing and scooping the air into your lungs. Time serves as the engine of molecular movement. Halting it turns the very air we breathe into a physical prison. Forcing yourself to chew through the air just to avoid suffocating is exhausting. But as you move, a second sensory failure begins. Sight relies on a continuous stream of light particles, or photons, traveling from objects and physically striking your retina. In a static universe, those photons are suspended dead in midair between the light source and your eye. You are effectively blind unless you continuously walk forward, sweeping photons into your eyes to generate brief, isolated flashes of light upon impact. As you struggle to see, the physical environment introduces an even more immediate threat. Heat is the kinetic energy of moving atoms. Faster vibrations mean higher temperatures. Look at this thermal map. With zero atomic motion, the environment instantly plunges to absolute zero. Without the continuous forward motion of time, light and heat are erased from existence. Walking through this environment requires overcoming physical resistance that defies our standard understanding of mechanics. The atmosphere can no longer be treated as a fluid gas that parts easily as you step through it. As shown here, the stationary molecules are locked tightly together, forming an impenetrable geometric lattice structure. Pushing a physical object through this tightly packed static medium requires a near infinite amount of energy. Forcing an arm through this lattice generates extreme friction against the stationary molecules, producing enough heat to trigger localized nuclear fusion. You are an anomaly fighting to break through a universe effectively turned to solid stone. Given the lack of breathable air, the absolute zero temperatures, and the concrete atmosphere, we are left with a theoretical mystery. Why are you still alive and moving? The physics suggest your body has become an isolated pocket of space-time. This relativistic anomaly acts as the only barrier shielding your cells from absolute zero and total immobility. But this creates a terrifying final question. What happens to the environment if the flow of time resumes? Every step you took created a massive backlog of physical interactions. The displaced air, the extreme friction, the shattered molecular lattice, all of that energy was temporarily paused by your movement. The exact second that the flow of time resumes, all of that pent-up kinetic energy releases simultaneously, completely annihilating your immediate surroundings. Time functions as the active, physical engine of reality that allows life to exist at all.